Hi, my name is Paul Sullivan. I am a Eagle Scout from 2003 from Troop 410 in Austin, Texas. I currently work for National Oil Well Varco, the #1 oil and gas equipment provider in the world. And my role within that company is an applications engineer. I'm the single point of contact for jackup rigs located currently being built in the country of China. Throughout Boy Scouts, you meet new people. It's not just people from your troop. It's not just people from your high school. It's not people from even your OA group. The opportunities that I had throughout Boy Scouts and the earning my Eagle process, included NYLT, which is the entire council. My Eagle project, which is not just my troop, it's my church, my community. I also had the OA and the summer opportunities with the OA. I did OA High Adventure twice as a scout. Just the ability to walk into a room and sort of make an immediate connection with someone based on something, whether it's we're both engineers. So professionally, it's much easier when you walk up to someone and you say, "Hey, I'm Paul Sullivan. I'm a mechanical engineer by degree." Or, "Hey, I'm Paul Sullivan. I got my Eagle Scout, so did you." It's something that finding that point, that easy way to connect is something that some people struggle with, and I definitely feel that scouting helped me, because you always have something to talk about when you first walk into the room. One of the biggest things that I took both from NYLT and then the next level of NYLT at the Philmont Scout Ranch was learning to effectively teach to, like I said, different audiences. And mastering that skill has really become a strong resource in my current position, because I work with customers that range from English as their first language to English as their third language to English as their sixth language. And so having to think on your feet during a presentation, for example, or if you're teaching scouts how to do knots or whatever you're doing, and think on your feet, because one person definitely is going to learn very differently than someone else. One particular situation that comes to mind where I definitely had to apply the Scout Oath after I got into college and was in a dorm situation. I was dealing with a roommate that was keeping some odd hours, is how I would describe it. He was gone all day and then would come into the dorm room very late at night and want to make a bunch of noise and turn his computer on. And so, at one point it was just a tipping point, is how I would describe it. I approached him from the standpoint that, you approach he's a peer. I don't know this guy. I'd only been living with him for a few weeks at this point. And so I went in and said, "Okay, what can I do to think about this, to empathize first of all, and then once I empathize, how do I approach him and reach a compromise?" And the thing that came to mind is, it's going to sound a little weird at first, but the word trustworthy in the Scout Law. And I have to trust that, he's an 18-year-old kid like I am. We both really don't know what we're doing, but I have to trust that he's not just doing this because. And come to find out, he was having to do work study, and that was the only time that he had the ability to study, was between the hours of midnight and 2 a.m. And so when he was going to class all day, then working 8 hours, and then coming back to the dorm room and studying, it was because he had to, not because he did it just to bother me, to inconvenience me. It's just that was his only choice. And so you yourself have to be trustworthy, but you also have to trust that other people, I wouldn't say are necessarily always good, but may have the right intention. And you can't always assume the worst.